I'll be talking about the Bulgarian economy. But before I describe the economy itself, let's talk a little bit about the country's background. Bulgaria used to be an ally of Germany back during World War II. As Germany lost the war, Bulgaria fell into the hands of the USSR, and right after that, it became the People's Republic in 1946. Bulgaria had their first multi party election in 1990, and that was also the first time they had an election since they were friends with Germany. The country joined the World Trade Organization on 1st December 1996, and this boosted both their trade chances and their economy. To boost their economy further, Bulgaria joined the European Union in 2007. This helped the country significantly with the inflation of the country, economy, and the corruption that was happening. Right now, one Bulgarian lev is equal to 57 American cents, and one pint of domestic beer in Bulgaria is 2 lev, which is equals to a little bit over $2, which is not too bad. Bulgaria exports a lot of products to their neighboring country. Their export percentage increased an average of 16% each year, and the all-time high export revenue was about 4,231 million Bulgarian lev. Bulgaria export mostly fuel, manufactured goods such as clothing and footwear, machinery, transport equipment, and chemicals. Bulgaria exports to the close neighbor, which are Germany, Turkey, Italy, Greece, and Romania. The gross domestic product, or GDP, of Bulgaria averaged 26.64 billion US dollars from 1980 to 2015. The GDP of the country slightly rise year by year, which means that they are improving, but slowly. The gross domestic per capita in Bulgaria is averaged around 4,843 US dollars, also from 1980 to 2015. The economic trends of Bulgaria would be the tourism industry. The number of tourists entering Bulgaria was approximately 480,000 people. It was only 400,000 people approximately last year, so this business is doing pretty good. During the summer times, tourists would go and visit the Black Sea coast. This attraction offers many seaside luxurious resorts, and they also offer various sea based activities and games such as surfing, diving, and even underwater fishing. Many tourists would also travel to the Balkan Mountains for the one of a kind skiing experience. There's a huge number of natural spas and hot water springs for people who want to take a dip in a natural, mineral filled hot spring. Massages and therapies will be provided for those who's looking to relax too. For tourists who like exploring the nature, there are many national parks and UNESCO sites for tourists to enter and admire the beauty of Bulgaria.
What is cross-cultural training program? Cross-cultural training program is a program in which improve the individual knowledge, skill, and understanding for adaptation in the new culture. The culture shock is one of the issues that employees might have met when they are going to work abroad. So the CCTP will reduce the risk of adaptation for smooth transition from one country to another.
Everybody knows. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Hi, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So,
My name is Vicky, sir. I would like to actually, before I would like to ask you about cross culture, I would like to know a little bit about you, sir.
so
So,
I
could you
wo-
please like introduce yourself?
So I'm working in Michelin, the company who sells
yes,
tire,
tire,
produce
yes, sir.
tire.
Yeah.
So I am what we call here career manager.
Yes,
So I'm working. We call it service du personnel, but in English it's human resources. I work here for this position for 4 years. Before I was in research and development also for Michelin in Thailand, because we have a center of technology and we have research and development here, small research and development. So this is my, currently I'm human resources, so I take care of the career of people from, we have grading for the people, we grade from A, the letter of the alphabet, until Z. So I take care of the technician, engineer and managers in certain domains which are research and development, the planning, supply chain. So overall I have 350 people to manage their career.
Yes, sir.
This is my job.
Yes, sir.
And my age, if you want, I'm 57 years old. So some experience.
Some experience, yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes. A lot of experience there, sir. I would like to know, what was your first experience with working with diversity, working with different kinds of people from different cultural backgrounds, different point of views?
It's quite along my career because I was in mostly in international company before, in France also. So it started when I was engineer, because you have people coming from, I don't know, from Africa, from France is special because I was in France, so France is more, you have also American, we have one of the company, I work in big companies, so usually they have a subsidiary abroad or connection abroad, so from the almost, maybe not my first experience or second experience, but after that it was always with different kind of people and different, I would say that in Michelin it's special because I take care of human resources, so we have here we have what we call, you have expatriates, I send people abroad, but we have also impatriates. So we have around, we have 7,000 people, and 2,000 are engineer and technician and managers, and I would say 100 are foreigners. So here, to say mostly a lot of French people, because coming, Michelin is French at the origin, but we have American, German, Chinese, because we have also 7,000 people in China working for Michelin. Japan, we have a development center and commercials, we have Japanese also, all around the world, I would say.
Yes, sir, of course.
So this is my experience with multicultural.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I would like to know, like, what do you think are the key factors that people need to see, like when they're working in diversity, like when they're managing diverse people, different multinational employees, let me say. Yes, what are the factors, what would you say, and would it be beneficial, or would you think, what are the drawbacks for it towards the company and the employees?
Beneficial it depends, because you have the cultural aspect that is quite maybe the most difficult to catch up. I mean, when you are a foreigner, for example, I'm French in Thailand, it needs some time to adapt to the when somebody says yes to you, it's not on compulsory yes, sometimes it's a no. So you have to detect this. You have to be careful to respect some basic the culture. For example, in Thailand, the king, the royal family, and some cultural aspect about the religion.
Yes, sir.
Overall, the main driver is not the fact that the color or the religion of the people, because we don't care about this. It's the competency. The company is driven by competency.
Yes, sir. That's true. Yes.
Okay. So this is.
Alright. So basically, what we're aiming right now, our main focus is basically a cross-cultural training program, sir. So how would you train different people from different backgrounds and different cultures, train them to work together to make it beneficial for themselves and the company?
In Michelin, we have when the people are what we call impatriate or expatriate, they have to follow a training of cross-cultural, but it's not a training just a training of one day where they have a specialist of this who present the culture of the country, what to do and what not to do,
Yes,
the things to avoid, the things that you recommended. Other than that, we don't have a special integration because, in fact, what we do, in fact, to develop people, we send people abroad to develop them. You have two possibilities, either to develop them or it's because we lack of competency in the country. So the two drivers for there are drivers for this is lack of competency or personal development. So I send for myself, I send around 10 to 15 people in my perimeter abroad every year for Thai people to other country. Next month I send. This month I send one in the United States. The next month two in the United States, two in France, one in India next month for expatriation that are 3 years. So we have mainly a cross-cultural training at the arrival, but other than that we don't have a special because the people they are supposed to be we have some values in the company that are the same in any country. So as long as the people are respecting this value, they should integrate at least in the work. After, for sure, in the country, maybe it's different than as you know, Thai people, when I send to India, I have to use a lot of to be persuasive because Thai people to go to India is quite difficult. But when you propose them to go to Japan, because I send people to Japan or United States, they are running.
So they're okay with it.
They are okay with it. So, but as I said, the driver is the competency and the career. So usually when we send people abroad, it's because they have potential and they will have a better career. And because working abroad is a must. Yes, it's a great opportunity. You develop. You understand better the other. You understand. So you understand better yourself.
That's really
because you see how you react and how you adapt.
So more of like personal development too.
Yes, you have the challenge. So so that's why we send the people in the kind of same job when we send abroad. We don't change the job or because the challenge of adapting to the country is already to the cultural aspect. So they need to be on the same job, not changing. For example, we don't send a guy with their research and development to marketing position abroad. If we do that, it's inside the country, not when they change job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would like to know for the cross-culture training program, I would like to know your point of view. Is it? I mean, like, what is your definition of it? What do you think of it? What's your point of view into this?
But myself, I cannot. In fact, the cross-cultural training, I did it when I entered this company, but I was already in Thailand, so I know the country well. And I was, let's say, disappointed because the cross-cultural was more oriented on the cultural aspect, and I want more on the working working aspect and what are the differences in the work or the differences of so
not enough depth.
For me it was not in depth enough. What is explained I knew already because I was living in Thailand, and I wanted more on the. I think they correct the training now. They try to, because it was a complaint of people not to have enough in depth about the work. When a manager says something to you or an employee says something to you is not from the country. What is and this also comes from experience, because at the start you don't understand. The guy say yes, but he doesn't do because in fact the yes was a no. This is the example. Or you feel that he doesn't understand, but as you are the manager, he doesn't tell you.
He's like okay.
He say okay, but he didn't understand because you have to detect this. Where in Europe the guy doesn't understand, he say no, I don't understand.
You go straight.
You go straight forward.
Yes.
Or you have the what you call the crank jai here. Okay, they don't want that you lose the faith, and they don't lose the faith. So you have to see that. So I think it's little things that you learn by your mistake.
This is true. How do you think these companies would improve the cross-culture programs, sir? Like, what would you input into the program yourself? It was you in charge.
I would make a list of if I had to do a program like this, except more the basic about the culture, for example, the Thailand, the king, the monk, some sabai, all these things that you can learn in the book. I would put a list of to do and not to do in terms of work and situation, and some maybe introduce some role play where you are I've seen a situation quite funny from European discussing with Thai, and the guy said, the European doesn't understand why the guy doesn't do. The guy doesn't want to say why he doesn't do, and the European start to be, angry, expressing his temper, and the other is smiling. So he's making, because smiling for the Thai is to say, when you lose the temper, for them they smile, and for the European is when you smile you're mocking me, or so it's quite funny, some situation like this, some things to learn, to role play, and where you put the people in situations.
Different social norms and different cultural norms.
It's a way to improve, I think, the training.
Yes, I know.
So, what is your difficult thing when you work with diversity employment?
The most difficult thing that you face.
Yeah.
The most difficult thing.
Yes, sir.
The patience.
Patience, yes, sir.
Because you need to be, which is not my first quality. So, and even with, I think with French people also. I mean, if they don't understand, you don't understand. So this is you need the passion, especially when you work with some like Indians or Thai. You need to be more patient. Sometimes for example, the Thai I understand very well because I live in the country. I can speak, but when I speak with Japanese, it's very complicated because their accent is so poor. Maybe they speak English, but sometimes I don't understand. Or Chinese is a little bit better, but so it's that's why I said patience, because you have to ask them to repeat and slowly.
Take time.
Takes time.
Progress.
If you are too quick, you lose the ground. In fact.
Exactly. I think we covered everything, sir. I think we covered everything. And how do you think cross-culture training program is important to the company itself?
In fact, sometimes it's because you don't have something, you don't realize it.
Yes.
So I would say that if you don't do that, I think the people can integrate, can adapt, but they must be clever, or people who are sensitive to the others. If they are not really sensitive, they will make big mistakes.
Yes, sir.
That's why. So to say, some people will not need program. I think myself, with what I received this program from Michelin, honestly, I didn't. It was useless because I know more than, or at least as much as the trainer. But if you are new, I think it's a thing that to avoid the big mistakes, to know a little. You cannot know everything. I'm in Thailand for more than 10 years or 13 years. I don't understand the politics, for example, or things else. And I don't try to understand because it's out. I mean, I can stay 20 more years. I will not understand. It's not beyond my logic. So I don't try to understand. That's all. It's like this. I accept it. And I live with this.
Try to accept it and live with it.
Just a second.
Yes, sir, please.
Tiens, tu peux répondre.
I think we covered everything, sir. I think we covered everything.
Yeah. So if you have like one staff and you will send to the like abroad, how do you choose that staff or train
yes,
that?
In fact, as I said, the primary, it's the competency. In fact, we
like just the
competency, and
mainly.
after, as I said, we have 5 core values, and 2 that are very important in Michelin is respect of people.
Yes, sir.
And respect of the facts.
Yes, sir.
So normally with these 2 values, and they go in the same environment. So it's not like where you send somebody abroad in a different company or like a consultant. Here they are in the same spirit. That so the people that that's my job also. The people that we hire, one thing is destructive is that they don't have the value of the company. So that usually they don't stay longer.
Yes,
because they don't adapt, and we don't like time. We don't go together well.
Yes, sir.
So when I choose people, it's more on their competency, and we detect, of course, if they have a family situation or things that we should not send them if they are psychologically,
yes, sir.
if you have your parents here and they are ill, it's better not to stay for 3 years somebody,
yes, sir.
or we try to detect things like that, or medical problem. The medical is a checking. So when we choose the people, is really for the competency we need over there, or to develop their competency we need to.
Yes, sir. So it's mainly their competency and their attitude, their values towards their job and their work now.
Yes. It's not very complicated.
Yes, sir. It's not really complicated. So it's just the attitude, I think. It's just not only the attitude, but the attitude makes a big part of it.
In fact, the people we send, usually we have a different possibility. When I send, I'm not the only one to decide. We discuss with the manager and myself. I said, yes, this guy, I detect this and that, and I think he's motivated. The motivation, determination, not only I want to go expatriation, for example, because it's like only vacation, and I will have money also because you earn more money. Usually almost double your salary. So but it's not the driver. I mean, I try to detect if they want to go just because it's for fun. It's not for fun. It's for work.
It's for work. Yes, sir. So it's just to detect they're like 100% into this.
Motivated, able to adapt, because determination, some strength in mentally not weak people.
Yes, sir.
When you are working in Japan, it's very nice, but if you are working in the United States, it's in Greenville, it's America. If you don't adapt to the culture, it could be a problem. After during the winter time for Thai people, it's very cold. They have no friends. I had some cases like that. I'm here to support them, but and to see with the manager over there or here. But usually we are quite successful. We send the people. We don't have
no problems at all.
No failure. No.
Yes, sir.
Not almost one last year, but with discussion, with some motivation, it was okay. Alright,
sir.
Anything else?
I think we covered everything, actually. So I think we covered everything. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
You're
thank
welcome.
you very much. I'm sorry for the very short notice.
No problem.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. And I think I would like to end this interview. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.